And now we are ready again to continue this epic journey here. And I think we need to deal with Persia and this entire province down here. Try to take them out, maybe even go for Bam or Persia. This faction here, they call Persia, but province is over here. What the fuck? Never mind. We need to deal with them, both of them. And we only have one arm to do that. They need to replenish. But at the same time, while they do that, we need to save our allies. And that should be doable because they are actually kind of weak, but they might actually just take the town here next turn. Which will just be one turn too late. I have rebellion, but our allies will help deal with them. And oh my god, look at these units. They have probably ones. Interesting. Kumagene, they want peace, and you know what? I will accept that because one less enemy is one less obstacle for us. Because look at all these enemies we have. We need to get rid of them somehow. So we have acquired peace with Kumagene, and I believe they were the ones moving towards our territory at some point. But suddenly have disappeared. And we can actually save our allies. So let's do that right away before we forget. Be gone with you. They tried to withdraw. We will pursue them. And then perhaps even go for Asmusata. It will probably fall to Kartli, who have taken Trapezus up here. They're actually quite powerful now in this campaign. And still, they will not accept trade. Because they are such bastards. None of them will. Come on. I just want to be friends with you. We need to figure out what to do. Are you ready to move? You are. We will most likely get another rebellion up here, which is not great. But I think it's more important that we start to move out. Let's take out the Seleucid territory first, because they will be the most powerful. And I think they're in a weakened state at the moment. So I think that's probably for the best. If we take down Sus and Parsa, then Gore. Although Bam has like one of the, it's called again, a wonder of the world down here that will give us nationwide bonuses. We need to figure out what to research next, and we're probably gonna go for some civil research. We've completed the management tree here, so we get improved replenishment. And now I think we're probably gonna go for some philosophy of some kind. Some culture conversion actually here. It's gonna take 11 turns to research, but in due time we will have it and we are gonna need it. Can we acquire someone down here? No, we can't. We could, in theory, send one of these guys there down there to govern this land. But not until this land here, our main region, is, well, up and running. They are actually dominated by Latin culture now. That is very good for us. But as soon as they get up to 50%, we'll be able to recruit Roman units here again. Riots at the capital, let's accept that. We had a rebellion somewhere, and we'll probably have one again, no matter where we are. The Insubris have been destroyed. I mean, it's good that we have these allies here in the middle of our empire, because they'll be able to just deal with the rebellions whenever they erupt. And why are you so unfriendly? Cultural differences, provincial instability, and events. So because we are tyrants, I guess. Yeah, we are. We are also at a risk of a civil war. And that's because you're pacifists. Okay, that's kind that's kind of unfair. We are never gonna get rid of that. Populists. What's this again? Taxes. But we should be at normal, right? Plus 2% loyalty for each faction with which you have established diplomatic treaties. That's not that many. But we do have a few. You guys should love us because we are expansionists. You also hate barbarians, so that's not really all that great for us. And you are bigots. -1 loyalty for each province where the player's culture is not dominant. And we only have one, and this is going to be an issue for quite a while actually. But we need to figure out a way to deal with that situation here, politics situation. So if we can embezzle some gold, we're going to use it to hire new characters. Like this guy here. Just his presence alone should help out. We're going to tell you to organize games in Mada. Because, like, Pathava here has 31. Or -31 in public opinion next turn, so they're gonna get a rebellion no matter what. But in Ekbatana and the Mada region, we might be able to turn this around. Well, almost. It's a work in progress, I guess. Past that, you're actually moving out against us with a very weak army. Well, that's your problem. We can take Susa. Seleucia survived the siege. That's bad for us. Hopefully it's not because they had an army that were able to repel their offensive. Charax is actually undefended as well. That's also an option that we could take that too. But let's go down to Susa. Here they have a glassware resource, which could be very useful for us. They only have 12 units in the garrison. So taking the settlement should be quite easy. We will just simply auto-solve this one with the defensive stance and take it. We're not going to do any of these fancy things. We're just going to occupy it and say that's it for now. Let's convert this if we can. We can't, so we're just going to destroy it and make it into a Roman building. This one we also need to destroy. And oh my god, you're actually giving us a lot of gold. Perhaps we should keep this here. It might be from a Greek, well, building chain, but it will still give us the bonuses. It just also affects the culture, I believe. I'm not certain though, but I believe so. This building here, on the other hand, could get destroyed. Would you like to trade with us now that we have glass? No. It might be a while before we get some form of trade with any of these factions that neighbor us. Wait. Batea, what are you doing all the way out here? Can we talk to you now? We can. You are very friendly towards us. And you know what? If we take... Wait, what? What the fuck? The Nabateans, they hold the land all the way out here. They have they like taken on the Morians? No, they have not. This land here is unknown to us, so it's probably the Morians that are out here. But why are you all the way out here? That's very strange. And also quite fascinating. But I think it might actually be a very good idea for us to take Charax, get the port, then we'll be able to sail, or not sail, trade with all these factions over here in the Red Sea. And we could really use that trade to increase our income. Now, in terms of this faction over here, we should probably get rid of the Seleucids and the Armenians that are there as well.
We cannot follow this order. To victory!
Be gone.
Make haste, men.
Now the town here,
Ready for battle.
we don't have any agents nearby, but we should. Oh no 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 no!
I cannot.
Oh god damn it! I want to take the town and then just get rid of these armies here at the same time, but we couldn't attack it because of these armies were there, I guess. And now we ended up making a mistake. I ended up making a mistake. That's my bad. Well, next turn we will deal with this. It's so nice that our allies will keep on dealing with these rebels. No issues at all. Who even cares about public opinion when you just kill the rebels? Oh no, right at the capital and the gens Julia are now very disloyal. Well, okay, it's this family over here, not the Persia family, so it's not all that bad. It's still bad. We need to fix this, which we will do by acquiring one character for your family. You would be sufficient. And then sending you out on a mission to Persia, perhaps. Our new land. And then we have two options. We could go down here to Persia, or we could go down for Cherax. I want to take a quick look at Persia over here, just to see if they have anything or how strong the garrison is. It's actually quite weak. But as you can see here, the Nabateans are now besieging Seleucia. So taking Cherax is probably for the better. Before they take it, that is. And they do have quite a garrison here, but we will once again just auto-solve this. There's no need to fight these battles here, because we're gonna get some way more insane battles later on, I would imagine, at least. That has been the theme so far, at least, so I am highly expecting such things to occur, and let's make sure these things can come Roman. Let's build a fishmonger here to get a lot of food from this little town here. I don't think we're gonna expand that much further in Seleucia just yet, until we have dealt with the rest of the eastern factions. But let's see here now. We should start to trade with all these various factions out here. And you are more than willing to trade, Quitri. Are you willing to give us gold in return as well? You are. What about... We already do have a non-aggression pact, so let's just take the gold. Nabatea, would you like trade? No. It's as soon as we find these stronger factions, they're not willing to trade with us at all. The Egyptians might be, and we're gonna offer them gold to get it. More gold, apparently. Not even 3,000 gold is enough to make you want to trade with us, and we could get so much trade from you. That feels bad. Well, if they don't want to trade with us, maybe some of the other factions will, like the Mauryaans. No. What about Muscat? They're actually willing to trade with us. That's great. Hagar? No. Samosata has now fallen to the Kartli again, and I believe the Armenians should be all but destroyed, actually. Did I get a notification about that? Faction destroyed. Aravachi, Armenians. So yeah, they have been destroyed. That's one less enemy, actually. Nice, nice, nice. Now we will let them fend for themselves, and we're gonna go back south and probably start dealing with Seleucids again. Maybe even just to raid the land to get more gold. Mada is actually improving quite well. I mean, we do have one of our agents or characters organizing games in the land, so that is probably helping too. Let's go for fountains to get that Latin cultural influence. I believe that's the best one for us. This one here would actually give us growth. The land latrines. And empire maintenance as well. They both do, actually. This one will be better for agriculture. So that could also be good, because one of my plans is to make this region here, Hathava, into an agricultural region. Just simply because of where it is. It's tucked far, far behind our empire and would in principle be safe and sound. So I think we might go for the water tanks in that case, just prepare for the future. You will not give us anything that helps in that order right now. You will give us unit replenishment, so you're going to be good for like those types of buildings or regions. So let's go for the water tanks instead. Final decision. Temple, we could probably use a Shrine of Minerva here. Just to improve our culture. 3.3%. That's so low. Can we actually get some better units here? We can. Well, once we get more gold, we're currently deficit. Or we're currently destitute as fuck. So let's just continue. The Thorius reforms have now kicked in, and it won't affect us apart from the way our enemies will fight. The Parthians are trespassing on us. This is such a bad sign, and we are so far away. Actually, you... Well, you can actually take Petra, so we're gonna go for that now. Try to liberate this land. Or, actually, we're gonna take it, because we need to take this land here at some point. And then but we need to get all the way out there in case the Parthians attack us. You know, I just confused myself here because I really want to take this land here and occupy it. But at the same time, I also want to liberate it and go back out east to, well, make sure the Parthians do not attack us. I think I am going to occupy this though, because I really want to do that for some reason. Just continue to prosper. Gonna make this a farming settlement, and then what can we actually get here? Nothing as of yet. Let's destroy you. And then you should probably just start patrolling the land. Although one of you guys probably go for a new unit or two. Like that.
What do you wish of? Swift and silent as a shadow.
But as we can see right here, they actually have nothing out here. They do have a small military encampment down here in Gore, basically. Very strong buildings. That means they can muster large armies down here. But it should be fine. Hamosea? I really just wish we could trade with some of these factions that are around us. Conflict of the Orders. A sharp tongue of a young patrician in the Senate has insulted the plebs, and now they openly demand he be stripped of his authority. What should we do? I think we're gonna disperse the crowd because we really need to keep our politicians on our side to avoid rebellions. And that is a fear that I have. That the other senators will rebel against us. Because look at this, they have 0 and -3. It is very well possible. And we need to make this go down. The overall influence of our own characters. Like Decimus Brutus. And how do we do that? We should probably get rid of you now. From whatever army you're using. Or perhaps just use this guy here more. Now, what happened down here? Where did you go? I can't see their army anymore. But I do believe they are still there. But if they are not clearly visible, maybe we should go down and have a look for ourselves. And we will just turn off taxes for now, just to make sure we are not going to get a rebellion while we are moving south. And you can't actually move north to deal with them either. Decimus Brutus, you are the one we are considering getting rid of. And if we were to get rid of you, who should we replace you with? Probably not you, because you'll just look the same. Maybe Ralla here. Metolinius Modius Ralla. He is quite strong, but also has a few issues. For instance, his campaign movement rate is quite low. He would be a way better governor. You, on the other hand, although you look the same, would be quite good as a general overall, but not as one who needs to replenish his armies, because you have -8 replenishment rate. That's actually terrible. You... Oh my god, you have a lot of bonuses. Oh, that's because it's our Primus Inter Pares. Wait, this... You have been used in quite a few situations before, I guess. Let's not worry about that then. Maybe we should just patrol this land for now, and then prepare to go for gore next turn. I don't like how they keep moving around our border. Maybe we should get a new army up here. When can we just get one entirely? Increase our army capacity. It's in a few turns, or in a few expansions, I guess. Once we've taken a bit more land. And we can't really wait around for that, so let's go for Cursor. We can send you down to Ekbatana, and then we're gonna give you an army. Well, whatever units you can acquire, it's not really an army as per se, but it's something that we can use to defend our land. We also need to get rid of this rebellion up here, and I doubt our allies here will be able to deal with them just yet. Maybe they will deal with them next turn, but we can't be too sure. A rebellion at Susa as well, and a lot of other things. Grumbling plebs, of course, lowered public order, but the politicians are happy, or satisfied at least, so that's good. I don't think we were at war with you, but we were at war with Amasea up here, so they have been destroyed. And the Bithynians are taking up all of this coastline here. That's very interesting and also very unusual. They are friendly towards us. So that's good. Very good, actually. We're actually kind of massive now, when you think about it. Look at all the land we own.
My master extend.
Yet you still don't want to trade with us. Maybe that will change if we capture Seleucia. Which we can do, because it has no garrison. Oh, well, it has a garrison, but no armies defending it. And it is now ours, which will give us access to more armies. Lovely. And also this here, Ancient Babylon. And a wonder of the world that will increase growth in all our provinces, as well as sanitation. Well, that's just for this province here itself. It will increase our wealth from entertainment, increase our civil research rate. It will, however, also give Persian cultural influence, probably just in this province here. But overall, it will also give us plus 10% wealth from culture in all our regions throughout the empire, meaning any of our temples, I believe, that give us culture. Oh, wait, culture. It's culture, right? Maybe this here, yeah, it's attainment culture. Like the Colosseum, for instance, gives us 500 wealth from entertainment, so that will be increased by 10%. This one here will also give us wealth from entertainment. No. This is commerce. Agriculture. Agriculture. There are a few buildings here and there that will increase, that will be benefited by this. But it's not going to have a huge impact though. But it's going to be very good for us in the long term. I think in Seleucia we're going to build a library to increase our research rate. And then we should probably get rid of that as well. Seleucia overall is supposed to be a food region. Keep that in mind. But I just really want a library to increase our research rate. It hasn't really seen any impact just yet, although we just got that massive bonus from this here. In civic matters at least. You will go up and deal with this rebellion up here. And we might as well turn on taxes in this region again. No need to hide that. Get rid of these guys. And down they go. Decimus Junius Brutus. Your next target, Decimus, will be Persia itself in a few turns. You should now move out and try to deal with these ripples here. In your own pace, of course, because it's gonna take a while for you to get there. You can recruit as many units as you can in the process, and that's going to be a while. Parthia, you're just moving through our lands because you can, I guess. Which is fine by me, as long as you take down all these various factions down here that do not like us.
The pleasures of my house.
And as long as you don't declare war on us, too, that would also be nice.
The pleasures of my house.
Our agent that we have out here is also going to be quite useful now, because he will help convert this land into proper Roman culture. We're gonna Latinize this land. Already at 6% and rapidly increasing, although the Hellenic factions also have quite a bit of influence here, just because of local traditions alone. Same for the Persian culture. That's probably because some of these buildings that we have. This one here will also make sure there's always some form of Persian culture here. But so be it, so be it. The Seleucids attack in the north, actually. And I don't think we can deal with that. We're just gonna allow them to take this town here and probably try to hold out at Seleucia. And then in due time, go up, take it back, and then expand further west. Rebellion at Gansak. And I just see it there, high chance of succession or civil war. And we need to make sure that is not gonna happen. And how do we make sure that doesn't happen? I don't know. What do you mean high chance? There's 0% chance. That thing is bugged. Can we please increase your strength or your influence by at least giving you marrying all of you? Like that. Hopefully you will get more powerful soon. We have rebellions in many places, and we need to get rid of all of them somehow. And I'm not sure how to do that. Because, well, we are not in the best situation to deal with them. We have armies everywhere. And very few... well, whatever. We also have a rebellion in our capital, actually. That's actually even worse. You can't reach them and get reinforcements from Gansak. That's actually quite bad. That's our capital after all. Nevertheless, let's take Persia. Get rid of everything that's down here in the Seleucid hands. Just make sure it's ours, and then once we've dealt with the Seleucids out of the east, we should probably spend some time on improving our own lands. I think that's how we're gonna do this. This Muslims Brutus, you're actually level 8. Oh my god, you've done a lot in this campaign. I think it's also time for you to have a break from, well, marching around and doing shit like this here. So let's take you away, give it to, not your brother. I guess it has to be this guy here. No, wait, that's the replenishment guy. I would rather have lower campaign movement range than an army that won't be able to replenish at all. Because we need replenishment. Now, let's take a look at the land. Another wonder. Persian knowledge plus 10% research rate overall. Not just civic research like at the Babylonian temple. Monument, whatever. More wealth from entertainment. And percentage-wise over all regions. So two wonders now boost each other to give us more gold. Land unit recruitment costs in all armies have been reduced by 10%. There's also going to be quite a bit of Persian culture here, but also quite a few of our first and second class population. So Persia, although I didn't plan for it to be part of our empire, perhaps this land should be converted into somewhat of a military region. I mean, it already has some of the buildings here, once we convert, of course, because look at Gore. We don't really need to do all that much to make it into what we want it to be. So that's very good for us. Let's send our spy out here to Bam and make sure that they are not really a threat to us.
I shall rest away.
They really aren't. they have a third wonder down here. And we could have 3 of them throughout this campaign. Now, that would be very good for us. But once again, this is another province set here that I do not really care for. I do not want in on my empire. I didn't plan for it, at least. Everything that we need now, apart from gold, actually gold wasn't even part of my plans, is everything we need is out west. And once we go west and have dealt with the Seleucids, we might actually end up going to war with our allies. Setting the whole world on fire if we do so.
In my lord's name.
Let's get you outside of the town. Then start patrolling the land. Make them more friendly. Actually, we need you to go south and deal with the rebels. Our character here is now patrolling on our station in another land and can be deployed against. So we just can steal gold from them. Give us 200 more gold or so. And then he will still be improving culture down here. Although he's not in our own land anymore.
We hunger for battle.
We can actually get a lot of these cataphracts here. 3 new cataphracts if we had the gold for it. We do not at the moment. These rebels here attack Charax, our little port, and we can't really deal with them. I believe that this unity alone will be able to deal with everything we have. Let's just take the stance, let them win. We can take it back next turn. We have our army right there. We get the Polybian reforms at last. Finally, we can get better units. Well, once we get our military regions up and going, like down here in Gore. But let's take this land here, Charax. And because this actually took away some of our trade resources, we should be in a position where we can start renegotiating trade again. Like with Mascat down here, the ones we broke our trade agreement with.
Welcome.
They'll be more than willing to trade with us again.
Enjoy the pleasures of my home. And
Give us your gold. There we go. Thank you. What about you?
you say
No. Would you like to trade with us now? Still no. Let's destroy you and destroy you as well. Don't really care for these lands at the moment.
Ready for orders.
And our army should probably get going north again. Let's upgrade you to late units. Same for you guys. I actually do have a Principate unit I completely forgot.
Your command.
Another Ruari and general upgrade. We can deal with these rebels, but we could also just go down and take Gore straight away. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Gore with an auto-resolve.
Escape.
Let the rebels take Persia. And then we just take back the town after that. That's probably how we're going to do this. And because we have rebellion, we are gonna loot it this time because we really need the gold in many different places throughout the empire. Besides, these buildings here need to be converted. Like that. This is actually our first fully owned province, I guess. And we can start using edicts. So I'm gonna go for... I don't know what to go for, actually. Probably Romanization to get that Latin culture in here. What else does this do? Recruitment cost, and it lowers building construction time. In that case, let's just wait on all that, and then we can start doing that next turn. We should probably work on some of the things up here in the north. You need to go back west again to deal with the rebels. Because you're not needed out here anymore because the rebels are gone. And with that we need to build a gladiator school, I guess. Yeah. Keep going that way. That route. You could also get another governor out here. Who was it again? It was you who would be quite good as a governor. So let's station you right there, and then you can start getting experience. Probably also need a governor down here in this land. And we are gonna put down Decimus or Marcus Junius Brutus down here. He can be the governor of Persia. That's probably the wrong place to station him, because the rebels will just probably kill him. Hopefully he can manage. Let's give you all these various upgrades. And now, you personally can get upgrades as well. And I think we're gonna go for command of men and movement range, so you can move as far as possible. Hopefully get up here and deal with the rebels next turn if they do not attack. Master of Commerce. I always find this here to be, well, kind of a scam, like hiring her, because I never really see any benefit of actually having another female character in my own court. So instead I will always just refuse getting that political favor. It's a funny thing. If some of you guys know what it is, what it's good for, I would like to know. Birth of the Parthian Kingdom. What the fuck is this? Did something happen over here? Parthia. Is there another faction that we don't know about that just made the entire situation worse for us? Or is that an advantage? I have no idea what this is. This right here, this is so unusual. It might be a benefit to us, but it could also be a huge, huge threat. Now, down here, convert that, convert, 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 and convert. Can't do anything with that one. Let's send you north and deal with the rebels now before they get too powerful. There we go, get rid of them. We should probably have gone for the slaves, because we do have a slave building at our capital.
At once. Ready for battle.
Let's station you right there, and then you can patrol the land for now. Hopefully they will become more friendly towards us in time down here. Let's deal with these rebels too, and then advance back up to Seleucia. We do not want this army to be this far south when we have no enemies. Seleucia might get attacked at some point and we need to defend it. This time we will take the slaves. And you can march north now. You will also become a righteous sovereign and get a patron of the military. Because you are going to be stationed here in this town. This city, actually. And now we can see our research improvements is about to take an effect. Because this was 8 turns previously, now it's just 7. And we haven't made any research on it yet. So it's overall just improving. Gunsack might very well fall soon. Because of this army, this rebellion. Which would be very bad for us. Yeah, a lot of things happen here actually. Maybe we should build a fleet to help with public order. Just build a normal small fleet. Station you inside Charax and hopefully they won't rebel next turn now that we have another governor. And of course they do attack. And I think we should really fight this one because their units are terrible. Ours are as well, but we might be able to deal some damage to them. So our own army can get in here and actually do their own thing. So the plan here is that we are going to try to hold this choke right here with as many units as possible, of course. And then we're going to use our skirmishers and sword infantry to get in behind and then just perform rear charges or shoot them in the back or something. Mob units, get back here and let's get going. We'll have to wait for them to actually get closer before we can move out completely. We can't stay around here probably. So let's just move them out there for now. It looks like the general might be charging in first. In that case, we'll probably use our slingers. Unless we think our spears could handle that general. I mean, it's not like the strongest cavalry unit in the world, this one here. So our spears should be capable enough to deal with them. Although these are like kind of the worst spearmen in the world. And will probably even break by impact alone. Unless they just sit there and shoot at us. So actually, let's bring the slingers over. And I will also just fast forward just so we can get this shit going. Let's see how much damage we do. Not all that much. Okay, they are moving down this direction here. So let's make some moves here. Okay, they are charging in now. And they already got a lot of kills. Predictably. But let's try to outflank these guys here, lure them in. And then you can take the flank. But we charge in now, and hopefully we can get rid of them. And I'm just gonna lower the sound a bit. That's quite loud. And there we go. Should be able to get rid of them out here, this unit. But it's all of this in here that's like really terrifying. Getting rid of that general will be useful for us. Now, yeah, the general, he is gone. Did we kill him as well? Yes, he is dead. So let's bring you guys out here. Let's perform the same maneuver out here as we did before. Send one of you guys in to charge, and then the other will flank around. Slingers, get out here too. It's actually unusual for me to see, like, garrison slingers get a lot of kills. But they have gotten quite a few this time around. And now it's just like two turds fighting one another down here, so we should be able to hold the line for quite a while. Look at that kill right there. Nice. And they actually pulled back, so we couldn't flank around. That's kind of clever for the AI. Highly unusual. Archers. Are they all archers? I think they might be. I have a feeling they might run out of ammunition at some point, so I'm kind of curious whether I should target these guys or these guys here. There isn't a way to figure out how much ammo they have left, right? No, I don't think so. Let's target these guys here because they're able to fire into our rear here once we perform our flanking maneuver. You guys can target these guys here because you do not really have the best angle at firing at these guys. It's only you who have. And look at this, all the damage they're dealing by firing into our rear. They've lost a lot of men already. And now they're gonna get recharged. So take them down, you guys pull out and then flank around again. So we make the first envelopment, they make one, and now we make another one. That unit is gone, so start firing down these guys. Focus them down, please. And then we can bring you guys in behind. And they are wavering as well. They have broken, so now get up and take this position here so we can fire into these guys. What are you doing? Come on. Form up so we can get a proper charge. Because we need a proper charge, not just whatever that shit was that you were doing before. And then that should break them. Now you guys can probably just start firing now. You are looking at them. Well, almost. unlocking another unit, and I actually think we might be able to win this battle here. That was not what I expected once I actually decided to fight this battle here. Let's focus fire down there. You can do the same, but right there, and then you can do the same right there. Just deal as much damage as possible before we send in our infantry. Actually, just run in right away. Try to take them down. They are gonna start to shatter now. Let's just continue this fight for a while and make sure that none of these guys will be able to counterattack. There we go. We'll kill the general and only have a few units remaining. We're now gonna hunt them down and make sure this rebellion here stays quiet. A rebellion is imminent in Mesopotamia, and I don't think really we can stop it. We're gonna try to go into patrol stance like that. And we're not gonna turn off taxes here because we need this income. It's too damn good for us. Organizing games here might not be worth it, but we're gonna do it anyway, at least in Persia. The province we actually fully control down here. And we have another army here that just will stay here for quite some time, probably. We could try to set them out against these guys here at Bam, but I think the Parthians will take this settlement here. So we don't really need to worry about that unless the Parthians declare war on us. This land is alright for now. They will get a rebellion in due time, but hopefully we can convert this land here to be more Roman friendly. Let's get rid of this rebellion for good. And there we go. He is going down. And now what we need to do here is probably get rid of this army. I don't think we need these units here. We have what? Well, we have one army down here and then another over here. Having a third army could be fine, especially considering this army here will probably be out in the east for quite some time, unless we actually ensure a peace with the Parthians, and I don't think they will ever accept a peace with us while we have this many enemies, or at least until we give them a lot of gold, because we might have an aggression pact, but they are treacherous and aggressive, which is a terrible combination for us to neighbor a faction like that. They will most likely, if they see an opportunity, declare war on us and try to take all of our lands, especially considering we have regions, both have regions in the same province, Parthava here. So they really want these two settlements. So yeah, we are in quite a predicament over there. So for the moment, we really only have this army here to fight with. So building up a third army could be kind of useful. That might actually be something we need to acquire now. A proper army. And that should be what Persia is for. So in that case, for now, we will disband this army here. And then you can just continue being a good governor. And then in due time, once this province, Persia here, is somewhat finished, we will build a new army down here. From our Primus to Paris, perhaps. Maybe he should be replaced, actually, because as we know, this is an issue, and we need to lower our influence a bit. Income-wise, we should probably spend it in Mesopotamia, although I don't really want to at the moment, considering there might be a rebellion here anytime soon. Hopefully this army here can deal with the rebellion down at Charax, while Libo can deal with the rebellion up at Seleucia. We could also invest in Persia and upgrade this building here. We can't convert this just yet, we need a lot of research actually to get that. So we're not gonna get that for quite a while. But I do believe this is still giving us benefits just by having it here. So we are gonna keep it like that, and it should be fine. Instead, we're gonna upgrade our glass building here, just to get some more income and more resources to trade and growth per turn. And then the Bataeans will actually deal with the rebellion. That's fine for us. That means we don't need to worry about them. Get rid of them, and maybe we can become more friendly with the Bataeans now as well, because we assist them in this battle. We can become friends with the Rhodians, and I will gladly accept that. They're even willing to give us gold for an integration pact. There we go. Perfect.